the squad is favorite on team with Uncle Tendencies. Today, y'all, I'm talking Gamecocks. I'm talking college hoops. Ooh, I can't wait for the season. I can't wait for the season. I tell y'all that every time I get a chance to talk Gamecocks or college hoops, y'all. Listen, but I wanted to talk college hoops right now because the transfer portal kind of settling down. You know, it's closed up. Nobody else is going in there. We don't know if anybody else gonna make it out. Some people get stuck in there, and we talked about that. But the transfer portal settling down. They got the top 25 polls for early next season are starting to roll out, and the disrespect is starting early. So I thought we should talk Gamecocks. I wanted to see how y'all was feeling. I'm feeling real cocky about this this repeat tour. We are not defending the championship. We are seeking another championship. As Coach Big Drip let us know. I just wanted to know how we feeling, but I also wanted to talk about some of these other teams that have moved up in the polls, if you will. You know, they talking a lot of trash about Thriller Miller being gone. We got new faces in new places. They got teams, you know, moving up in the polls, having them feeling a little bit more confident about their opportunities for next season, as they should. It's been some good moves. Teams have made some great moves. Teams have made some great moves so far this offseason. So I'm looking forward to next season because it should be a lot of good games. Get your popcorn ready. Get your seatbelts clicked up, and get your popcorn ready because it should be fun. You know, teams lost people. Teams gain people. The only loss that we have was Cardoso so far. Not sure what Kima's gonna do. Kima said she'll let us know. Don't bother her. You know, don't call me, I'll call you, kind of thing. And I respect that. Long season. But we finished the season undefeated, number one. And we're not starting the season number one on all the polls. We're number two. Number two behind Southern California, the other USC. Now, USC, they finished the season winning the final Pac-12 tournament. They're being called the best starting five and the biggest threat to South Carolina's repeat tour. The biggest threat for us, y'all. They even ranked number one on some of these polls, like I said. They move into the Big Ten, which to me, in my opinion, they should be able to have some success there. I know a lot of people are saying they expect Ohio State or some other teams to win the Big Ten. I expect Juju on the beat to come out of the Big Ten, but this is why we watch, so we're gonna find out. But unless something has changed since I did my research, USC, they're gonna play Illinois, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Ohio State, Michigan State, UCLA, and Penn State at the crib. And on the road, they're gonna get Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Oregon, Purdue, Rutgers, Washington, Wisconsin, and UCLA. The pickups that Coach G made, she basically went on a shopping spree in the transfer portal and came back with some of the best talent that you could get out of the portal. Kiki Iriafen, we saw her give Audie Crooks work, somebody that she added. Talia Von Ohofen, added that to the number one recruiting class in the country by girls. And I think they got about 3 girls, ranked in the top 20 by Hoops Girls. And then you putting that with Juju Watkins and Araya Marshall, who, to me, already has started to build some good chemistry. You know, to me, that could potentially win a Big Ten. The addition from the portals, I think, have given them some skill sets that will match already what Juju's bag brings, the energy and effort that she brings. They're not on our schedule as of today. You know, I'm looking. It's looking like our only chance to play them would come in the tournament. I was hoping that it would have been that Vegas game, but it looks like we're gonna play Michigan and Sin City to start the season. So, not gonna have a crack at Juju unless we meet in the tournament. It looks like again, like last season, which I understand we got that game coming up this December with UConn and USC Page and Juju. That's gonna be a good one. But I think we robbing the people of something really special. We don't get USC and USC matched up together at some kind of point here. So I hope it's still coming up. I got it on my wish list. But I feel like the success for this team is going to depend a lot on not only what they do on the court, right? How quickly they can gel, of course, how quickly they build chemistry, how quickly everybody understands the offenses and the defenses, and they're able to install those things, those little quirks to the offenses and defenses that take advantage of the skill sets that they've added to the team so far. But I also think that a lot of their success is going to depend on how well the team just manages the travel piece of this. back and forth across country. Not sure what the schedules are going to look like, but you got to think about just the actual schedule, travel schedule, recovery, body, jet lag, delays, changing time zones, classes, just the time spent traveling. It gets old, and I know, but they're built for this. But just something that some of them may not be so used to. Definitely something that I think could factor in, especially in this first season as they're coming into the Big Ten and trying to get this thing mapped out in a way that is efficient and effective for them and their ladies. Adding to the guard center combo that they already had, right, with Juju and Raya. I think the young ladies that they've added, plus the recruits, are going to be real effective during the season. Kiki Iriafen, especially 6'3" forward, she's coming in. She's got great footwork. She's got a post package that any post player would want. I was hoping that she made it to Columbia, because I didn't think she would have made it out of Columbia if she got down there, because I just thought that would be a great post package to install in our offense down there in Columbia. She's an excellent defender. Talia Von Ohofen, 5'11" junior guard. She can shoot the three. It may not be as consistently a high percentage as you want it to be, but she can get hot and definitely can be working on this in the offseason to be even better with it next, as the season starts. Plus, she's going to be bringing the rebound. She finds her teammates in good spots to give them great opportunities to score. So I think these are some great additions for USC. I don't know that it makes them the number one ranked team in the nation, but I think it's some great additions, and I definitely had them as a number 2 and was looking forward to playing them. Next up, we got Grampy Gino and the UConn Huskies. Okay, they ranked number 3 on pretty much every top 25 I saw. Last season they had 6 players out with season-ending injuries. They always play a tough non-conference schedule. Grampy Gino is looking for all the smoke as usual, including with us. He will be in CLA this season with the ladies. Listen, a healthy UConn is stacked to contend. I'll admit that. Before the transfer portal moves, I definitely had UConn at the number 2. Behind us, definitely looking at them as probably the biggest challenge, the biggest challenge we might have on our way to trying to get to the Natty, but definitely some great moves. So we're gonna see how this thing shakes out. But Paige Beckers is coming back off her first full healthy offseason coming up. She's gonna be coming off her first full healthy offseason where she can build on what she did during the season and not be worrying about trying to rehab or working her way back from some type of injury. I'm looking forward to seeing what Paige brings in this next season. This is a big season coming up for Paige. Talking about her as the number 1 player coming out, I definitely think that Paige has some things that she's gonna want to prove. So I'm looking forward, and I'm excited. Y'all know I'm a P Buckets fan, so I'm looking forward to see how she shows up and shows out this season. So definitely excited for her. She basically this season pulled it and drugged the team to the Final Four, depending on your opinion. She could have been playing. They could have been playing in the Natty this season, but they're really thin this year. Playing at times like almost 1 to 2 injuries away from forfeits. This team, Gino did an excellent job coaching this season behind Big Drip. I thought he could have been coach of the year. Definitely was a contender for me on my list. The stat line for Paige Beckers this season, though, y'all, was like 22.2 points per game, 5.2 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 53% from the floor. So I'm saying basically you could just count on Paige to get 30 if she stepped on the floor. Between her points and her assists, you could count on her for 30. And that was coming back off injury. So, like I said, she's going to have her first full healthy offseason. I'm excited to see what she does. And then returning from injury at some point in the season, and I'm hoping closer to the beginning than the middle or the end, we're going to have Azzy Flood, 5'11" guard, scores. She got some D and some rebounding in the game, but scores. Okay, exciting. I love the combination of Azzy and Paige when they're on the floor together. Carolyn Ducharme coming back, 6'2" guard, also a scorer. Aubrey Griffin, 6'1" guard, scorer. She also gonna rebound and defend. Caitlin Chin. We added Caitlin Chin into the mix to replace Nika Mule. Caitlin Chin coming over out of the Ivy League. I think this is a good spot for her. She'll be able to step in and play some point guard. We had Paige playing out of position some last season. It may look like, at least in some situations, Grandpa Gino may want to take advantage of having Paige play in the 4 and maybe having Caitlin run the point guard with them on the floor at the same time. So definitely going to be able to see some different type of lineups coming from UConn and definitely looking to see what they got going on in stores coming up for the season. You know, we adding Sarah Strong. She's the #1 recruit in the nation, according to the polls. She's going to be coming in, I think, to try to give like some Aaliyah Edwards type production, being able to give that scoring, that rebound, and that defending, that almost #2 sometime option in the offense when she's in the game. Definitely think that she will be playing a lot as the season gets started. Concerned that she may have some injuries. I've seen her being a little precautionary in some of the All-Star games as it got later in the season. Definitely played in the McDonald's All-American, but didn't see her suit up for the others that she had been nominated for. So hoping that everything is good there, nothing serious, and a speedy recovery to see her be ready to get on the floor at the beginning of the season. And you got the bench players, y'all, that I don't think people are taking into consideration the fact that they gained a ton of experience this year playing as starter minutes for a bench that's now going to kind of take a step back probably and go to the bench as the healthy players start to come back. And that's going to make them a really deep and experienced team next season with a lot of chemistry that they're going to be able to build around. So that's what I'm saying. For me, UConn was the #2 and and still the #2 threat because I feel like their bench is going to be really, really experienced. And you know, they got some talent coming back off injuries that also will already have chemistry. So I think it may be a little bit easier for them to fuse together the talent that they're going to have there, as some of the other teams will have some learning curves, so get to know you, some team building challenges that I think they'll go through. Now, after that, y'all know who we got. Y'all know who we got after that. Hannah Hidalgo. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Hannah Hidalgo, because she's all dog, always ready to go. Let's go. Finish the season. Notre Dame, y'all. Finish the season the best team in the ACC. They only had 6 players in rotation. 6 players in rotation, and without Nosegate, could have maybe went further. Could have maybe went further in the tournament, but we won't dwell on that. This is a veteran team, you know, that's added some nice pieces. Coach Ivy is doing a great job over there. I can't say that enough. They may be the most slept on team out of the top 5. They may be the most slept on team out of the top 5. Nosegate, you know, that was some BS. Hannah was gonna be on one this season. She wasn't feeling that. You could tell at the end of the season, she was disappointed, but I even think more frustrated, and I think more irritated with the way things went. And I think she's gonna be coming back to prove a point. You know, she almost got them out of that game with that shorthanded team on her own. And she's coming back with help this time. She's coming back with great help this time. So we know that Hannah's one of those freshmen that can just get a game by herself, like a Lay, a Tessa, a Booker, a Audie, a MK, a Talia, and a host of the other phenomenal freshman ladies that came into the game. That Hidalgo Miller backcourt, it's gonna be a formidable backcourt that is probably gonna give a lot of teams some fits all season. All season, they're gonna be very versatile. They're gonna be able to score. They're gonna be able to defend. They're gonna be quick. They're gonna have that speed. They're gonna be able to push the pace. They're gonna be able to slow it down. Notre Dame, like I said, I think one of the most slept on teams. Ivy had a really good recruiting season. Excited about what they're gonna be doing. So we know we got Citron down there, baller. Citron's a baller. She could go high in the draft. To me, she may be one of the best all around players coming out next season. So I keep an eye on Citron. On top of that, you know, we got Westwell down there. You can count on Maddie for at least 11. Every time she lays them up. Every time Maddie stepped on the court last season, y'all, she scored 11 points. She didn't score nothing less than 11. You can count on her for that. Adding to that, we got Emma Rice. She's 6'1". She's still developing. She can score and be impactful consistently next season. That's going to be a real help for them. Also, Cassandra Prosper, 6'2" guard that can score and also rebound. And then we got KK Bransford now. KK hit the portal. right before it closed up and everything, KK turned around and came on back out after she saw kind of what was going on. I don't know if it was a conversation between her and Coach Ivy, but definitely KK Bransford on her way back out of the portal to Notre Dame. So that also brings back some experience and some depth that they'll be able to work with. I'm hoping that we play again this season. Paris was so much fun. One of my favorite games of the season. The Lay Hannah matchup is one of the most underrated matchups I think that took place last season. I tell people about it every chance I get. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch that game. The one-on-one that was going on between them, the chess match that was going on between them was fun to watch inside the game of what was going on in the chess match between the coaches. Those two freshmen were really going at each other. Not talked about a lot, but really an enjoyable piece to that game. And we got UCLA. We got old UCLA. Now, UCLA is on our schedule early. Hopefully, it looks like probably with the Las Vegas game is what we're trying to do to make this thing make sense when we're out on the West Coast. So like Las Vegas and then UCLA. So hoping it'll go like that. UCLA added Charlize Lager-Walker, 5'10" point guard out of Washington State. Like, some people are calling her the best point guard on the West Coast. She's solid, 13-7, 40% from the floor. She's gonna be looking to probably take on that role of Charisma Osborne. Tamia Gardner, 6'3" junior, also solid 11.6 and 7. Adding that with Lauren Betts, who hopefully returning this season is going to be 100% healthy. To me, in the games that I saw, she just didn't look that good. Most of the games that I saw were after the injury. I just felt like maybe she came back too early or before she was 100% and was just trying to play through the injury. So seeing what she'll look like next season, definitely will get a chance to watch a lot more of her as they're moving into the Big Ten. So the games won't be so late. So will be easier to enjoy here in the Midwest and on the East Coast. Kiki Rice. And it's going to be the breakout year that she needs. Kiki is right here. Kiki's right there, but she needs to have a breakout season. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out really, really quickly if Coach Corey Close is going to be able to get this done. I think Coach Corey Close is the story here. The talent is here. The talent is at UCLA. Now we got to look at Coach Corey Close and say, can she want to get it done? Can she get the team over the hump? And into the Final Fours and the other spots that over the hump and competing against the upper echelon teams that sportscasters and analysts have them at. This is where we're going to find out. The talent is there. Can she put the talent together in a way that allows them to be effective? And so, yeah, is she going to be able to get them to a place where she's able to have them playing at a level that has them competing against upper echelon teams that, analysts and sportscasters are projecting them to be. So this is what we're going to find out. This year is about Coach Corey Close. And I feel like nobody's really saying it, but I feel like Coach Close is a little bit on the hot seat. The talent is here. Is she going to be able to combine this talent to win? So that's what we'll be watching for there. And so those are the teams. Those are the teams that are stacking up against South Carolina, y'all. Those are the teams that are stacking up against us, and I think we the deepest collection of talent out there. We're gonna have that Popio-ish Plies energy coming into the season. Preseason rankings, like I said, we number one on most polls. Opening the season in Las Vegas against Michigan Wolverines. That's gonna be a good start to the season for us. We've had a good offseason with the exception of Camila Cardoso injury. She was off to a really good start, I think, in the preseason. Before the shoulder injury, wishing her a speedy recovery. Once a Gamecock, always a Gamecock. Raven had her jersey retired, went and balled out at the Plum Dog Class. Lay was honored with the My Lazy for Wiley Day, and that was a cool celebration back at her high school. Attended and showed out at the Plum Dog Camp. South Carolina co-freshman of the year. Great offseason for her. Looks like everybody has been doing their individual work, already working on a repeat tour as individuals. We'll be coming back together in June to get started as a team. Ashlyn Watkins and Lay with the Butter. For some reason, I thought I saw them working together or with the same trainers at times. Sometimes this offseason. Raven Hollywood, Crockpot Johnson, Tessa with the J, Sanaya Fire Fagan, Tahina Pow, Bow, Chloe Big Grits Kits, Breezy Hall, all putting in work. all putting in work and focused on being able to deliver something else to Dawn and South Carolina that they haven't been able to do yet, and that's the back-to-back. That's going to cement them in the legacy books and the history as South Carolina and as Gamecocks differently than Asia's group or the Freshies group. A back-to-back, finishing with the Freshies started and a back-to-back still puts them in the history books different than any other national championship teams, and that's how it should be. They all are different, but this would be kind of like their legacy. So I'm looking forward for them to be able to try to get that done and accept that challenge. And then, of course, we got the additions of Joyce Edwards. Talk about her. Listen, Gatorade National Player of the Year. And she has shown out every chance she has gotten in all of these All-Star games. To me, she's gotten a chance to outplay all of the highest recruits in all these All-Star games. To me, she's the number one recruit coming into the game. To me. And if I'm wrong, let's talk about it in the comments. So y'all let me know what y'all think about these other teams and how they stacking up and preparing themselves for this next season. We got Maddie McDonald. Listen, Maddie Miles, she gonna shock some folks. I try not to even talk about her too much because I'm trying to keep her kind of like a secret weapon, kind of hidden. Nobody's talking about her. Let's keep it like that till she show up and show out. I hope that she is healthy for the start of the season because her game is it's explosive. It's explosive. The way she can switch gears, the way she can push pace, the way that she can get her teammates involved. She looks to pass first, score second. So that's going to be a great addition when she's on the floor and as we see her maturation as a Gamecock point guard. Looking forward to seeing her grow. Adele Top, listen, if she's healthy, it's going to be trouble for folks. She's definitely looked like she's getting closer to 6'7". It looks like that she's grown a little bit since she was originally recruited. I'm just hoping that she's healthy and ready for the start of the summer workout so that she can really now that she's sat on the bench and been able to kind of see the work, now that she can actually start to produce on the court and see herself as a Gamecock and how she fits in. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her game. Like I said, Schema's gonna let us know. It's already some disrespect, expecting us to play, hard, be focused on defending the natty. No, I'm sorry, not defending. We're not defending the natty. That one's already there. As Big Drip said, we seeking another national championship, and trying to get that difficult back-to-back completed. I think everybody's gonna come back locked in. I expect us to go to work. It's an opportunity to have some real options on offense and give us a different focal point for the offense, kind of like the Dubs with KD, right? With the additions that we're bringing in, we're going to have the ability to have, if we want, one player dominate each quarter. If we want we could take 4 players and have each of them dominate one quarter and win a lot of games just like that. I don't think that that's the way that we will approach it, but that is the amount of talent and the depth that we have on our team going into the next season. Talking about the defense a little bit, our length, look, that's what we're going to rely on. We're not 6'7", but we long and we smart. Every one of our players have great basketball IQs. I don't know if people talk about that enough about the way Dawn builds her teams and the recruiting that she does. You got to have high IQ to be able to come be a Gamecock. You got to be able to, it's a lot of things that you got to be able to do. You got to be able to make sacrifices. You got to be able to learn fast. You got to be a hard worker. You got to be able to be accountable and responsible and responsive. But you also have to know the game, and you also have to want to learn more about the game. And so those are some of the things that I think are kind of like the secret sauce, some of the secret ingredients that go into how we get this thing done in South Cac, like year after year after year after year. I wanted to shout out Ashlyn Watkins. I want to shout her out because I feel like Ashlyn could be the player of the year. Everybody's worried. Everybody says she don't have a midi. She have one. She has a midi. She got a mid-range game. If y'all go back and look at some of these games, because I've been watching them because I've just been missing us playing. Sometimes Ashlyn will come down and knock down a little shot at the free throw line, right? In the game, she'll knock it down and then go to the free throw during the free throw and miss it. I don't know what it is. I think that that's something that she's going to work on this offseason. So I'm expecting her to show a lot more face-up basket offense, even some back to the basket package, and an improvement on the free throw. She does those things. She's going to be unstoppable. Her size, her quickness, her athleticism definitely already put her in the upper echelon of talent in women's college hoops. She adds those things. She's going to be a real problem. So definitely want to put a spotlight on her and hoping to see that growth in her game because it's there. It's there. She is, I think, one of the most WNBA ready players that we have in college hoops right now. we're gonna play with a little bit more confidence. The ladies understand the mission, but they've already seen themselves be successful, and they know what it takes to get it done. So we understand the mission. We're gonna be looking to get that done. We in the gym, individual work getting done now before the teamwork starts in June. Can't take no nights off. It's gonna be twice the work. Folks gonna be looking to get their licks back. They're gonna be looking to knock off the defending champs. And they're gonna be looking for bragging rights. And so we got to bring it every night. We got to bring it every night, and we got to go to work right now. Now's the time to be in the gym. Big Grits kids, not playing with y'all. Big Grits gonna be ready. Big Grits is in there playing right now. I don't know if she's been out the gym. I mean, I don't know if she's been out the gym. I ain't seen her nowhere but in the gym. And so if that's any sign of how she was able to grow from her freshman year to her sophomore year, y'all look out. Chloe Kitt's going to be a problem. Chloe is going to be a problem, okay? We're going to be looking for some people in the Big Ten. We're going to be looking for some people in the Big Ten. Y'all know Deja is also there with Oregon coming. I'm looking forward to hopefully get an opportunity to play them again and see that Malaysia, Deja matchup again. But that's it, y'all. It's just time to rock and roll, time to lock in and grow the game now. So I want to know what y'all think. Y'all let me know who's got the best chance of knocking us off and challenging us. Let me know in the comments. We're going to be talking about this in the offseason. And with that, y'all, it's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Hey, y'all, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Y'all come on over and stay in that conversation. Help us grow this thing. Each one invite one. Let's double this thing up. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. I'm out.